Good morning, YouTube. Crabby here. As you can see, we've had some snow. We had a good 8 inches to a foot. But it's on its way out now. It's rained overnight, so it's getting a good shift. Yep, that's the best kind of snow. The type disappears. Anyway, I'll just show you what's been happening Cushman wise before I do anything else. Anyway folks, here we go. Show you the next phase and what's happening here. The two fabricated pieces that I showed you, or was it just the one? Can't remember. Anyway, one of the fabricated pieces is now stitched in place. I felt it was necessary to get this chassis back into sort of one piece. I don't know how much flexing it could have took. So that's stitched on. As good as I was going to get. There's a tiny wee plate to go in under there. There's a little hole. I'll get that. The chassis actually, from the oil filter for the hydraulics forward to roughly where the front wheel is sound. I'll assume that's just with protection it's had from maybe oil spills, because the hydraulic tank's just in there. Anyway, moving on. I'll have to, after this, I'll have to put a piece from here to strengthen this, and I'll do the same at the other side. For the cross member, I should say, is only sitting on top at the moment, on top of this piece, so I'll weld this all solid. And it's never going to be as strong as it was the day it came out of the factory, but she should be safe enough to operate. Next job will be to remove this plate. Excuse the camera work, folks, I'm getting the hang of it. Take these pins off. These are actually the rods and linkages from the transfer the motion from the gear stick to the gearbox. Comes down here and shifts and goes in and whatnot. That'll have to come off, and I'll see what damage is in behind it, and it'll also let me weld the opposite side of the cross member. And then when that's all done, I should be able to just run a piece along here and close this off, and that'll be this side done. I'll let you see what's happened at the other side. Alrighty then. Similar story at this side. It wasn't quite as badly corroded as that one. This was another repair section that I made. Comes right along, up. Yep, there they are. There's right down. Top wasn't as corroded away at this side as it is on the other side, but it was just completely rotten away here. So I'll cut a notch out for this piece, which supports the operator platform and the seat and whatnot. Comes right along, and what we have here is the cross member for the engine, because it's that badly corroded underneath. The plan is to draw these bolts out and this plate, and then I'll fabricate a plate to go right along here, close this right in, weld it in place, bore it, and put this plate back on top, and that should hopefully be not as strong as it was when it left the Cushman factory, but like I said, it should be strong enough to make the machine operable. There's another little plate to go in just in that shadowed area, but I've got one made for that. And these two are for the inside of the chassis. On this side I'll fit them loosely in place just to let you see. So here we go, see if these show up alright. Yeah, there you are. There's the gearbox cross member. The idea will be just to run another piece of webbing from here up. I'll just anchor it enough. It's quite solid at this side. My light's going somewhere. Just be enough. I mean, this is quite securely anchored on the inside of the chassis leg at this side anyway. It wasn't nearly as bad as it was at that side. I run a bead along the top here, and there's the other piece. Oh, I'm gonna fail here, but hang on, I'll get the light. Yeah, there you are. That strap that you're seeing there, this fella here, is just a piece of tin that holds all the wiring harness up out of the way. So I'm wanting to try and keep that where it is. I'll just weld round it and it should be alright. Anyway folks, that's the story so far in the Cushman saga. Hopefully the next time you see her, I'll hear these areas patched in, and it should be this end of the chassis almost finished. The next bit I'll have to do is where the battery box was anchored to, but I should be able just to run. Where am I? Aye, there. I should be able just to run a piece along here. I'll cut this wee rotten section out, and that'll be this piece done. So I'm going to close it down there. Yet again, I want to thank you all for watching. I mean, I really appreciate it. If it wouldn't have been anywhere near as much fun if I didn't have you guys to talk to about it. I appreciate your feedback, be it good or bad. It's been all good so far. I appreciate that. I think I'll stop babbling there. Yet again guys, I'll thank you and I really appreciate it, and I'll see you later. Cheerio.